I want you to picture this. You're driving on the highway and you notice something. 10 years ago, almost every car had a loud engine rumble, the exhaust was firing, but today, more and more, you're seeing cars with no engine, no exhaust, just a smooth, quiet ride. This shift didn't happen overnight. It's part of a much bigger story that happened almost a century ago. Automobiles changed the way people live, travel, and work. This EV transformation, it's not just to understand, the new cars that are coming out, but it's to understand where the future will take us. In this speech, I want to walk you through the timeline, the evolution of basic cars and EVs, and how tech and the environmental push has transformed the automobile industry. By the end, you'll understand that electric cars are not just a trend, but they're simply the next step in evolution of this major chapter. Let's start at the beginning. According to Ford.com, in 1908, Henry Ford introduced the Model T. As we all know, the assembly line introduction not just affected the car industry, but American life. This created an environment where cars were not just luxury toys for the wealthy, but they were affordable tools for everyday life. This turned the automobile industry on its head. And it also started to shape cities, suburbs, and what people did in their off time. Gasoline engines dominated, and one important part was because of the technology. It was simple. The Model T was an inline four engine. Combustion was the simplest fact that created this engine. Compressed air, spark, and fuel, and that's all you needed. What a lot of us don't know is that EVs came before the Model T. And the Model T wasn't the first car, it was just the most widely available. One thing that killed these early EVs in the 1800s was the lack of technology. They were same quiet, clean, and actually popular. But the lack of tech killed it early on, especially when cars got the electric starter and fuel was cheap. EVs technology has settled into the background. Fast forward to the 21st century, or even the 20th, we see Toyota and Lexus, Toyota with the Prius and Lexus with the Hybrid RX in 2005 revolutionized the industry. They became the first EV that actually made sense. Now today, we have concerns about the climate, rising fuel costs, and battery tech that can actually compete. Now, this is bringing electric vehicles back into the focus. We have companies like Tesla, Chevrolet, and Ford investing billions into EV development. We see charging stations popping up everywhere, in shopping centers, parking lots, apartment buildings, and even gas stations. This same technology shift is happening right before our eyes. But it's different, just electricity versus gasoline. And the technology for EVs is why it's becoming more prevalent. The technology is simple. Most of the time, instead of a gas tank, you have a rechargeable battery. Instead of an engine with many moving parts, you'll have an electric motor. And this drives the engine. One of the most interesting parts is regen braking, which in traditional vehicle wastes energy with heat, but the EV can recover more energy to the battery. Finally, as I close, why does this transformation matter? One, truly the reduction of pollution, the cost, and the depending factor on fossil fuels. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, EVs production less carbon emissions after time. We just have to figure out at the end of their lifetime how to save production in their batteries. And as they become more prevalent, from Henry Ford's Model T to today, the automobile has evolved to match society's needs. While better technology and growing focus on stability, EVs will lead us into the future.